Mic check, mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Also, put your aliens in the chat and we will get started in just a moment.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien. ATLien.
What's up, squad? What's up, squad? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me because I don't know. I didn't see no ones in the chat. I said put some ones in the chat if y'all can hear me. Y'all must can't hear me. Hold on, let me look. Let me check my mic settings real quick. Hello, 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 hello. You can hear me? Okay, 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 okay. I was just making sure. Okay, now I see those ones. Okay, I was just making sure because I was like, I said it, but I didn't see nobody say nothing. Okay. Hey, Sassy Miss. What's up, Becky Blue Jean? Zaleen Turner. Okay, shout out to my squad. Got in here early. I think Ahova might have been the first person in here. Yup, Ahova was the first person. You win an award. Shout out to Ahova. Y'all see these people in the green? These are my channel sponsors, okay? They pay a little bit extra. They have joined the YouTube channel membership. If you want to be a part of that esteemed group and have you some special emojis, you can too. Just click the join button in the description box or on my home tab. Shout out to new member Brenda Cargill. I see you, Brenda. Shout out to you. Also, I would be remiss if I did not mention my Patreon members. They pay a little bit extra than the members, and they get me a lot more over there. They also get a Discord where they real messy in the Discord right now. I don't know if y'all want to go over there because I don't know what they doing over there. I gotta go check some people over in the Discord. Child, it's too much going on the Patreon Discord. It's like a reality show. But I'm digressing. Okay, and shout out to Facebook in the building. I see you, Facebook. Y'all be over there quiet and stuff. I see you, Hilda. Hey, Valerie. I see the Facebook over there. I would not forget about y'all. Okay. Look, if y'all over there on Facebook want to come over to YouTube, feel free to do that because YouTube is a little bit more people. But then again, you might not want to be around all these people, honey, because they be reading the YouTube chat. They be reading in the YouTube chat, but it's a good old time. We love each other, even though we read each other every now and then. Okay, we read each other every now and then. Y'all be turned over there on Facebook too. Okay, well, I need to go check on y'all then. I need to go see what's going on over there. Okay. On Facebook though. Look, I ain't got no mods on Facebook. I don't even know how to make no mods on Facebook. So I have to like keep my eye, like one eye over there, one eye over here. It's a mess, honey. I love the Facebooks though. Shout out to Facebook and shout out to my Patreon, shout out to my members, just shout out to my subscribers because I know you did not have to subscribe to little old me. People be acting like I'm just so messy and I just don't like their faves and all of that. But listen, you can like me even though I don't like your faves because you know what that means? That means I am Team Truth. I do not hold my tongue just because your fave, got a peach, got a little bit more money than me, allegedly. And I just don't hold my tongue. I tell the truth, okay? According to Mama Joyce's Streets. Shout out to Aliski for the $20 super chat. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that. Thank you for reminding me. Like and share. Like and share. Like and share. And get in here before you even do anything, just like the video, okay? Even if you don't like it anyway. Then go back and thumbs down after I say something you don't like. Just like it right now so it can help us in the algorithm. Also share this stream to your friends and your friends and your friends and your other friends and your enemies and everybody else so that we can get some more people in here because we like when we got a lot of people in here because exactly, Nate Robinson. We read each other. We see each other. I'm not even above a read. People be reading me too, child. They be talking about my eyebrows and my hair and everything else, child. But anyway, I ain't scared of y'all. Y'all can talk about me all y'all want to. But tonight, I know I'm a day late. I'm a day late. Listen, my friends took me out for drinks yesterday for lunch, and it turned into dinner drinking, and then dinner drinking turned into sleeping, and then sleeping turned into waking up at 2 a.m. Like, oh man, I'm late for work. And so, you know what I did when I got up at 2 a.m.? You would never believe it. This is the life of a blogger, whatever it is I am right now, unemployed person. I got up at 2:30 a.m. and I came to my office and I started clipping up my videos. So you may see a lot of clips. I did my clip about Kandi being jealous of Shereé Whitfield. Okay. Y'all know we talked about that. You know, Kandi on her speak on it said that Shereé, she wondered where Shereé got the money from for her $10,000 chandeliers and her $40,000 furnishings. Okay, I talked about that, and I also, what else did I put up? Oh, the Macy Gray, and I'm gonna put up some more, but I'm gonna save those for tomorrow. Okay. Yes, I was up all night long. I stayed up at like 10 this morning. I don't know what my sleep pattern doing, honey. I am a vampire, honey. I go to sleep when the sun come up. But I digress. You waited for me all night. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Blame my friends. Okay. Sometimes they get me out the house because being a listen. For those of you who want to be a YouTuber, okay, especially those of you with who want to be a YouTuber with no team like me, because I don't like a lot of people in my house. Okay, just know that you have to spend a lot of hours with your content, creating your content, developing your content. Like I just don't go live all willy nilly and not have nothing to talk about. I have topics, I take notes, I do all of that. Then I have to prepare, I do my thumbnails. Listen, it's a whole thing, honey. It is a whole thing. Our production. Thank you so much, Celeste. I appreciate you. It's a whole production. I had to make sure my sound right. I come in here, make sure the light look good, make sure my hair look good. Okay, I lay my edges a little bit, but but anyway, some people just think it's easy and it's not. Okay, and research exactly, Rob. In the city, research. I could probably pay somebody to do it. I probably can. I probably can. But I'm a little listen. I alienate myself. Okay, shout out to alienation, alienation. Okay, I alienate myself a lot, and it's just easier. Look, I was writing on my site for 15 years by myself. I was making all the money by myself. I did pay photographers and things like that, but I found that most of the time when I hired people to write for me, they didn't like the way they wrote. So it's like child, just a whole thing. But anywho, I want all the coins. Yes, I want all the coins. No, but I do plan on getting an assistant at some point. I do have people who assist every now and then, but I need somebody. It's hard to find people who are loyal to you, who don't have an agenda, who ain't trying to steal all your ideas and all your stuff and go start some other stuff. That's what people do around here, honey. But anyway, I'm digressing. I do have my Patreon people. I run my ideas through them. Okay. I do have my members and stuff. And so I appreciate each and every one of y'all who stick by me. Okay. I'm not the only one who do this by myself, honey. I don't have millions and millions of subscribers. I don't have all this money. Okay. I be have to invest in me. Okay. I be invested in me. So a lot of times, sometimes I don't even make no money. So there's that. Okay. I'm just on here because I love to do it. Okay. Thank you, Queen Dietrich. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Now, y'all know what we here for, right? We are here for the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14, episode 9. Okay, episode 9. Again, as you get in here, go ahead and like this video. I don't know, should we start with the ratings? Should we start with the episode? What do you think we should start with first? Let me see what y'all say. Oh, there's also something else I want to talk about before you said I need a candy coated click, honey. I do. I need me a done one, honey, wearing some corduroy jeans with the damn crease in them, so that I can pay just a little bit of money and he can ride for me. Anyway, I'm digressing. See, y'all started. Y'all be starting me. Y'all be starting me early. You think I should start with the ratings first before I start with the show? Is that what you want to talk about? The ratings? Okay. The episode, the ratings, the episode, the ratings, the episode, the ratings. This is tie. I'm about 3 episodes behind, honey. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the ratings. Let me go and read the ratings, honey. Everybody want to know what the ratings was, honey. They didn't hit a milli. Okay, they didn't hit a milli. But let me pull it up for y'all. Y'all know we deal in the receipts around here. Let me go over here to Show Buzz Daily. Some of y'all probably already seen what the ratings was, because I'm a day late. They come out on Tuesday mornings. Okay, just FYI, if you ever want to do your own research, they come out on Tuesday morning. But you can wait for me. I'll tell y'all anyway. Here are the ratings. Okay, this is Sunday. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Wimbledon was number one. They got 2.2 million. Okay. Major League Baseball. They go 90 Day Fiance was number three. Okay. Real Housewives of Atlanta was number six. Okay. They got 0.44 in the 18 to 49 female demographic, which is pretty good. Okay. They got 942,000 viewers. Okay. That means the Nene effect is still working. And you know why? Because clearly people are paying attention. But I would be remiss if I didn't say I watched this episode on Monday and it was a little good. I want to say it was a little better. It's close to a million, but almost doesn't count. Yes, almost doesn't count. It's close to me. And look, since we here, let's go on down to Married to Medicine, honey. Married to Medicine premiered right after that. And the only reason they got 942,000 is because they had a supersized episode. It was an hour and 15 minutes. So they needed that little extra, honey, to give it a little push. If they didn't have that little extra 15 minutes, it might have been like 800 and something like it's been. But I'm digressing again. Married to Medicine, let me see. Number 10. Okay, they came in number 10. They got 33.33 in the 18 to 49 demographic, and they got a respectable 699,000 people watched. And the only reason that many people watched was because they came on after the Housewives. Did y'all watch Married to Medicine? I couldn't get into it. I tried. I tried. It was a little good. It was a little good. Okay. I'm talking about the Housewives, but I can't do Married to Medicine. I try. I might try some more for y'all because y'all keep asking me to, but I couldn't. Anywho, you said I want to join the Patreon, but I don't know how to do it. It's real easy, honey. I'll tell you a little bit later. Okay, let me get this Real Housewives scoop out the way. Look. Speaking of the Nene effect, since we here before I talk about this episode, speaking of the Nene effect, honey, people are starting to pay attention. See, I didn't even put her on the agenda today, but I'm talking about it. Okay, I'm gonna talk about it because we are team Nene around here. Okay, listen. The people are paying attention. I know they probably members of my YouTube channel. I bet you they are. I bet you they are over there on Yahoo. They have wrote a whole editorial about Nene Leakes and why she deserves our support. Now they gave our girl her props, honey. They gave our girl her props. Look at this. They didn't get why the picture look like that. I don't know what I did. But anyway, they said we need to support Nene Leakes. It was written on Tuesday, honey. And in the article, basically it's just telling us a lot about Nene's history. She's involved in this lawsuit that has kind of like, fractured her relationship with the network. Okay. But in addition to that, like, everybody knows that, she was very loyal to that network for years and years and years. She was almost the face, pretty much the face of that network for years and years and years. They used her slogans. There's memes everywhere. There's memes on your phone right now. We send back and forth for every single emotion you can think of. We use a Nene Leakes gift, honey. We use I said what I said, all of the above. And in this article, it says, regardless of your feelings about Nene or her position, she still owed the same grace that so many of her non-Black counterparts receive. Think about it. We got Teresa Giudice flipping tables. And, they don't call her violent. They don't say that she has an attitude. They don't say all those things. She was stealing money allegedly. Her husband got deported, and they still brought her back to the show. She pushed Andy down during a reunion. She pushed Andy. She pushed the CEO, the executive, whatever Andy is. She pushed him down, honey. And did she get penalized? Did they take her off the show? Did they tell everybody that, she is violent and she doesn't deserve to be on every episode? Of course they did not. They don't do the same things that they do the people of color, black girls, black women. Okay. In the article, it also says, we've seen Nene's white colleagues on RHOA or otherwise destroy property, perpetuate racist tendencies, and everything under the sun with little to no reprieve. Yet, when Nene alleges racism, her cries fall on deaf ears. Ooh, it said, never mind that Nene and her larger than life personality became synonymous with the brand. Now, listen, they are paying attention. Now that she winning her lawsuit, allegedly, something going on behind the scenes for this positive press. For Yahoo to write this and say, well, maybe we need to look at this a little bit more closer. Maybe we need to pay attention. Maybe there's something to what she's saying, because clearly all of the people who are in the comment section saying, oh, she's just doing this because, she wants her job back. She's just doing this because she wants a check. She's just doing this. No, she's been saying this for years. No, I didn't write the article. I don't even know the person who wrote the article. I bet you they're a squad member though. I bet you, because we've been laying out all of the receipts for years now. Okay. He said, did you see the shade she threw at Bethany about getting a CNBC show? Child, I did not. Child, what she say? She going to win. It's a done deal. She has too much proof. That was assault. Teresa DJ should have been arrested. Okay. Well, I'm just listen. Let me go ahead and go through the article since we are here. Okay. Other things they were saying in here. Look, her influence. Like somebody wrote, Nene Leakes is so influential. Because of her, I'll never have a white refrigerator. Okay, they said because of her, we have a meme for every situation. What I said earlier. For example, it's likely because of Nene that we're in a housing crisis because we all refuse to purchase homes with white refrigerators. In all seriousness, Nene is a pioneer and should be regarded as such. So basically, this person is saying y'all need to give our queen Nene Leakes her props and stop, put some respect on her name. Look, what she represents for the culture. Black Lives Matter. You remember when Nene was out there? Nene even said in her lawsuit that she wanted that to be a part of her story, and Bravo wouldn't let her. Bravo cut it out. Bravo didn't want her talking about Black Lives Matter because they know that Nene knows a lot of things that's been happening behind the scenes. So Bravo sought to silence her about speaking on those types of things, allegedly, according to what the lawsuit says. Other things, they said Nene is Black culture. She is a Black woman who has beat and still faces insurmountable odds while coming out on top as the victor she is. Outside of her extensive resume, her situation with Bravo shines a light on the plight of many Black people face in the workplace. Amen to that. Amen to that. If you are Black and you are in corporate America, trust and believe you have experienced some form of racism, which is why we threw a side eye at Kandi Burruss when she said that she had never experienced racism throughout her time at Bravo. Thank you, Sarita Allen. I appreciate you. Now, I like as a person, African American, Black, whatever you want to call me, dark skin, African, Black, whatever, okay, African descendant of slaves, whatever you want to call me. As a person who has faced similar plights in corporate America, I would look at like who would ever say I've never experienced racism at my company, but I guess you would say it if you still there and you trying to get a check, I guess. But there's that. I ain't gonna drag Kandi because Kandi got to pay for all her family and friends and cousins and employees and everybody else. Child, Kandi is the cash cow in her family, so we gonna let her live for now, okay? But you know what they call Kandi? I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. But you know what they call a Kandi. Anyway, we're expected to carry our subpar white colleagues on our backs while simultaneously enduring discrimination. Ooh, child. See, that is why, when you break it down, that is why, thank you, Benita Howard. That is why she mentioned Kim Zolciak Bierman without having to sue Kim Zolciak Bierman, or as we affectionately call her around here, KKK Kim, was because, like others in corporate America, we are expected to carry our subpar white colleagues on our backs while simultaneously enduring discrimination. That sentence right there says it all. And remember, Kandi even did the same thing. Kandi wrote the song, Don't Be Tardy, gave it to Kim, produced the song, and Kim ran off with the money, and all Kandi got was tears. All Kandi got was tears until Bravo decided to make it right when they gave Kim her own show and used Kandi's song as the theme song. Y'all ain't paying attention to all this stuff that's going on around here. Y'all need to. Anywho, other things they say, we finally get exhausted and speak up. When we finally get exhausted and speak up, we're labeled as combative or a liar. And the sad part is that commodification continues to happen. Even when we exit these toxic environments, the company still profits from our achievements. That's why we should support Nene. Oh, that is deep. That is real deep, because the part that says the company still profits from our achievements. Think about that for a minute. Nene is not there anymore, right? They're still using Nene to promote, pretty much. They're still using Nene in flashbacks. Hell, Kandi on her YouTube channel is still using Nene in her videos. Like, Nene isn't profiting from these achievements, but other people are. Other people are using her face. Other people are using her likeness. Other people are using her voice. Okay? Haters have white refrigerators. Anywho, bloop. Um, but this article is deep. This article is really deep, and I would suggest that you all read it. Let me put the link in the chat for you to visit this article. Look, I didn't intend to go through the whole thing today, but since we here, I might as well. What else they say? Hold on, that was it pretty much. It said, I know that it's become a sort of trend on social media to mock the accounts of Black women who face hardships, especially discrimination. That's a fact. When we continue to discount Black women's experiences because we haven't parted with our own internalized misogynoir, it sends a clear message to non-Black folks. What this person who wrote this is saying is, those of you who are of color and those of you who sit there and say that Nene, she was nasty and disgusting, she deserved what she get, Nene, and y'all are people of color who have experienced similar things, it gives other people, non-Black people, the reason to doubt our stories as well. It says they will be led to believe that since we don't take Black women seriously, they shouldn't either. They will see our lack of interest in protecting them as a sign of dehumanizing them at every turn. Whether you like Nene or not, I'd encourage you to offer up some support as you want it for yourself should a similar situation arise. Bravo, bravo. Look, who wrote this? Hold on, bravo. Oh, Kenny Williams Jr. Kenny Williams Jr. Shout out to Kenny Williams Jr. for writing this over on YouTube. In support of Blavity. Okay. Shout out to Kenny Williams, because this article said it all. Y'all need to read that article. You said you rewinded to the beginning of the article. Okay. What do y'all think about that article? Ooh, Nene, stay trending. Kandi is digging a hole for herself. Oh, thank you so much. I'm pretty and smart. Okay, ain't no good men down to trying to wipe her up. I am happily divorced. Okay, when my man come, anyway, I listen. My personal business. Y'all trying to marry me off. Then I ain't gonna have time to come on here live with y'all. Leave me single for a little while, okay? Kenny is for the culture. Okay, yes, it was 100% on point. Okay. Anyway, shout out to Kenny Williams for she did not pay for that. Y'all so why is that? Look, she don't pay me, and I'm Team Nene. I try to tell y'all every single time about all of these racist uh situations over at Bravo. We even reviewed a compilation of racist moments that I clipped up my video. I'm gonna post it in the morning. But anyway, I'm digressing. Look, let me go and review this racist show while we here. You said Nene was the highest paid housewife, black or white, but they discriminated against her. She has an uphill battle. I agree. Whether you are team Nene or not, okay? Whether you like Nene leaks or not, it doesn't take away from anything to give her the grace and the support that she needs when she is calling out Bravo for the racist things that they have done in the past. It's evident a lot of the things that they have done is black and white. It's on camera. It's on camera. Kim Zolciak Bierman is on camera. Kim pushed the cameraman and called the latest N word. Bravo has all the receipts they need. But anywho, he said Nene posted the article on Twitter. Okay. Well, Nene, if y'all go to Nene Leaks Twitter, it is also on there. But moving on, as y'all get in here, please, please, please like this video. We're about to review the Real Racist Housewives. No, I'm just kidding. We're about to review the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 14, episode 9. It was midnight in the garden of the chateau or something to that effect because it was all about Shereé. It's all about Shereé. I told y'all the other day, and people are getting mad at me because I said that Kandi speak on it kind of showed us that Kandi is a bit jealous. Candy's in her feelings because Shereé is still in the show. Okay, the mid-season trailer was all about Shereé. There's been several episodes that's been all about Shereé. Even though don't nobody care about Shereé and Tyrone, it seems like the highest episodes involve Shereé. The only time that they have hit 1 million in the ratings this season has been a Shereé focused episode. What was it called? She by herself. She by herself when Shereé was left high and dry, sitting in front of the damn bistro waiting for Tyrone to come over from his halfway house. But anywho, let me go ahead and talk about this episode. Sheree's daughter Tiara has a podcast that many people were comparing to lip service and everything else. She's talking about sexual positions, and she has her mom as a guest. And it would seem a little bit awkward to have Shereé sitting there while she's talking about doing all these sex positions, but clearly Shereé don't mind. Shereé kind of gets her daughter involved in her relationships because remember when she was sitting in front of the bistro, it was Tiara she called asking Tiara did he have her blocked because her phone was going straight to the busy signal. Well, anywho, while she's there at Tiara's podcast, news comes across everybody's phone that Tyrone and Shereé are not speaking. It's interesting how they are forming this because instead of saying that Tyrone filed a cease and desist because Bravo was using his name, which is what really happened. Don't make me pull it up. They're saying that the blogs are reporting that they're not speaking. But is that what the blogs were reporting? Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up, honey. We dealing with receipts over here. Yep, he wrote a cease and desist. There it is right there. One of them said on November 20th. Okay, Shereé and boyfriend not speaking after the RHOA scene. And then it said, hold on, cease. And then it said the boyfriend was pissed at Bravo. And he wanted them to scrub him from the show. And that was also in November. Hold on, that was the wrong screen. I have to divert, honey. Look, pissed at Bravo. Scrub me from the show. I don't want to be on this show. He said that he sent a cease and desist letter to the network claiming that the show had been using his name and likeness without his permission. Woo. Tyrone was pretty much saying, listen, y'all ain't gave me no check. I've been in jail. Y'all had me on the phone. Y'all had my whole name on there. I'm on YouTube with my whole name, Tyrone Gilliams. Shereé talks to Tyrone Gilliams. And you getting me in trouble with the probation officer. I ain't making no money. The people think I'm making money. The probation officer think I'm making money. They won't approve me to come on the show. They saying if I've been making money under the table, I might get locked up. So something has got to give. So he sent the cease and desist and told them, to stop using his name. But anyway, whatever the case may be, he ends up coming back towards the final episode. But that was only because they cut a check. Okay. He said Tyrone is handsome there. But sometimes that was before prison. Stuff happened in prison. You look a little different. You experience certain things. But anyway, Shereé and Tyrone are allegedly not speaking. But I wouldn't speak to him either if he left me on the corner and had people waiting and he signed a release form and didn't film. But there's that. He said, Nene, is your girl Kandi needs to redo her bricks on the outside of her crib. Stop talking about Kandi. We ain't even got to her yet. Now, Marlo, we finally get to see a few scenes with Marlo and her nephews, honey. And Marlo been on the show. I was saying this in the recap of the teaser that, we had to wait till the end of the damn season to find out what's going on in Marlo's house, because Marlo basically been pretty quiet. Now, Marlo says that her nephews have been acting different since the mom called. She asked them, she's sitting around with them in the house. She asked them if they need therapy. Okay, they say they don't, but apparently one of them was talking back to the teacher and told her she didn't get paid enough. I'm like, oh, Marlo, this voice is acting bad. Michael is 14. William was 13 at the time of the filming. But she feels a way. She's trying to figure out what's going on. Like, Michael, somebody didn't punch the hole in her wall. So she feels ways and she feels like, she can't handle them. So she needed a break. Marlo ends up sending her nephews to her sister to, I guess, get some release. I don't know. But the way she said it was like, I put them out. I put them out. She didn't put them out. She sent them over to the sister house. But there's that. You said Shereé should be an interior decorator. Shereé had an interior decorator. Shereé didn't do that all by herself. Who kicks kid out of their home and broadcasts it on national TV? That's what I said. Because listen, these kids got to go to school. They got to be they all on social media anyway. It seems like Marlo is using the kids for her pitch, for her story, because at the end of the day, what is going on with Marlo? Do we know what Marlo, who Marlo is dating? Do we see Marlo going to her store every day working? Do we see anything else about Marlo besides these children? I don't know. I don't like that. You said Marlo probably bit off more than she can chew. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. But I think taking care of them off camera is different than having them on camera and going through all of the trials and tribulations of them on camera, especially when they aren't your blood children. That they were, she grew up in foster care. She knows this. She would never want anybody to know that she was going through those struggles with her parent, especially the public. And it's like the children don't even have a choice in the matter. I wonder if she asked them, is it okay? Is it okay that, I talk about y'all on the show and tell about your mother being a crackhead? Is it okay? I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to know. I wouldn't want my friends to know any of that. You said Marlo not even a house girlfriend. Okay, where is the men? All the men that Marlo talk about. Marlo should send those kids to therapy. Don't throw them out. That's traumatizing. You're right. You're right. Kandi was saying that on Speak On It, basically saying she used the boys for a peach. Kandi need to talk about Kandi's story. I don't care what Kandi said on Speak On It. Didn't we just read Kandi? Anyway, she needs those boys for a storyline. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the reason she took them in the first place, to get a peach. Ooh, Okay. Well, there's that. Let's move on from Marlo. Now, Shereé is, Shereé and Fatum, honey. Fatum keep coming over. And we talked about this because this clip was released. Bravo keep releasing all the clips before the episode aired, but this clip was released early that Fatum had came over with some champagne to talk to Shereé about what's going on with Tyrone and the articles that's been released about Shereé not speaking to Tyrone. And Shereé breaks down crying. Even though we didn't see not one tear, honey, she was had this napkin up to her face. I don't even have a napkin over here. Had the napkin up to her face. Had one eye looking at the camera. And crying and said she felt stupid. She felt scammed. She felt like, she been lied to, like the people he stole from. It's interesting to assume that, Shereé acts like she didn't know that he stole from these people. She didn't know he was a scammer because remember back in the day when Nene was on the show, Nene was like, she got them Trump checks and they're done. And that scene in the restaurant. Well, it was that time that Tyrone had booked both of them for an event. And apparently, according to Shereé, Nene had went behind her back to Tyrone and got paid more money for her appearance. And, because the people wanted to see Nene, they didn't want to see Shereé. And I guess Shereé must have been, messing with Tyrone back then because she was mad. She called Tyrone on the phone, and Nene said, "Look, Tyrone is a scammer. I don't know what he told you, but that is not what happened. Okay, that is not what happened." But anyway, Nene tried to tell her again when Shereé came on the show and had Tyrone on the phone all the time from the jail cell, but Shereé would not listen. Shereé said she thought she was gonna spend the rest of her life with Tyrone. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. But people are alleging, and I said this before. The Atlanta streets been saying that Tyrone was hiding his money in the walls of that damn basement. Tyrone, Tyrone, his money is what finished the basement. And maybe that's why Tyrone is pissed off because he needs his money, honey. She said calling him Lyron. Okay. Y'all so funny. Hit that like button if you are enjoying the stream. You said it's a good storyline for Shereé. It is. Okay. You feel bad for her? I can't say that I do. I cannot say that I do. Okay. But I'm sure Bob Whitfield will make an appearance and make it all better. Okay. Let's get these likes up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have I met Tyrone? I have not met Tyrone. I met Shereé before though. Anywho, Shereé and Quad's houses are superb. Okay. Fatum got some tea on Drew and Ralph. Okay, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Okay, so Drew, speaking of Drew, her and her mom is in town. They go get a pedicure, honey. Her mom that came from Chicago, and she tells her mom that Ralph is writing a book about step parenting. Ralph got him a book deal, honey. And the assistant got him the deal. And is it the assistant that he was flirting with? Anywho, I'm digressing. The mom asks, is he going to adopt Josiah? But he claims it's a respect thing about with the dad. Like he didn't want to like adopt him. And Josiah already has a real father, a biological dad. But whatever the case may be, people are looking at the situation funny because look, clearly Ralph ain't no Russell Wilson, honey. Ralph ain't ready to be the real father because if he was, he in the household, he embodies what a father is to the other kids, right? I guess they have kids together. Why not go ahead and adopt them so they can be a whole family? But there's that. Another thing that she talks about is her mom says that she was talking to a prophet, and the prophet said that they need to pray for protection, honey. And there's an adversary somewhere, and the adversary is a woman or a man with a spirit of a woman. When she said the man with a spirit of a woman, I'm like, is she talking about Ralph? Is she talking about Ralph? I don't know. She said a woman or a man with a spirit of a woman. And then Drew started talking about Sanya. She was like, well, maybe it's Sanya. And she's talking about how Sanya been turning on her and how Sanya went to Ralph and asked Ralph's opinion about having kids and how Sanya, flipped on Ralph and kind of insinuated that, they didn't have no jobs and stuff. And so Sanya made this quote and said, y'all act like y'all busy, but I don't know. So She feel like it's Sanya, but I don't know. I think it might be Ralph that the mama was talking about. Who knows? I don't even know where these prophets coming from. They say prophets are the work of the devil too. They say, don't be believing false prophets. So where these people come from that gonna tell you the future? We don't know what the future is. Anywho, I'm digressing. You said I'm gonna put money on it. You put money on it. That is Ralph. Who y'all think is the adversary? Who do y'all think is the adversary? Put your idea of who is Drew's adversary in the chat. Okay. Now, let me move on. Marlo meets up with Shereé and Sanya. Is it Sanya or Sanya? I flip up every now and then. Okay. He said Sanya had no business approaching Drew's husband. Okay, I guess she didn't. What does Ralph do for work? Drew just said he had a book deal. He writing a book. Maybe he got an advance on his book. I don't know. It's probably the assistant that's the adversary, the husband, Ralph, the assistant, Sanya. Okay, well, Marlo meets up with Shereé and Sanya at a furniture store called BD Jeffries, honey. Marlo said her house will be ready in about 12 to 14 months. And so she's asking Shereé, how much money that she spent on her furnishings because she said she about to go broke spending money on all this furniture. Shereé said she spent about $40,000 just for her living room. And, that's where all the questions come from because people like, Shereé, it took you 25 years to build a house. We still ain't got no Chateau, Shereé. Look, you wearing Louis, Gucci, and Prada. You keeping your house afloat. But where's you getting all this money from to pay $40,000 to furnish your living room? She said her chandeliers were like $7,000 to $10,000. But there's that. I don't pocket watch nobody. If Shereé doing PPP fraud, if Shereé took Tyrone money, if Shereé popping her coochie in Dubai, it ain't my business where Shereé got her money from. Only thing I can do is read her for being stupid and not being able to have it. Okay, she need to have a legitimate business to look like she getting her money the right way. She should have had Shereé. She buy Shereé up and running and pretending she sold millions of joggers. Then maybe we would believe her. But there's that. During this little meeting between these three, Marlo discussed Kenya getting in her face. She said, what did I write down? I'm looking at my notes because I don't remember this scene because it was boring. Taking pills to lose weight. Who was taking pills to lose weight? Was Kenya taking pills to lose weight? She said Sanya was with Kenya yesterday and says Kenya felt blindsided. Asked Marlo not to go below the belt. I don't know why they asking Marlo not to go below the belt. That's all Marlo know how to do. Marlo is not a reader. We established this many, many years ago. Marlo does not know how to read. Reading is an art. It's subtle. Like Phaedra can read somebody and just smile and you never even know she cut you. You know what I'm saying? But Marlo, on the other hand, cuts you and then smiles later. But Marlo said that Kenya has a case of the can't take the Marlos. Okay. She also talked about her nephews and how she kicked them out the house. We just talked about that. But she was talking about she told them to get their dirty clothes. She was taking them to the laundromat. And that was when Michael punched the wall. She took the laptop back from him and they took the laptop out of her room without her knowing. So she kicked the boys out, sent them to the room. Shereé in her confessional said, I have never taken a break from my kids. And, but Marlo explained she grew up in the projects and she afraid of failing. She said she needed a 30-day break for her sanity. So people are focusing on this scene about this damn laundromat. Like, why is you taking the boys to the laundromat? But it was a whole bunch of clothes when they showed that scene. It was a lot of dirty clothes in there. So maybe she took them to the laundromat, whatever you call it, to have them, wash clothes in different cycles. I don't know because I don't have a whole bunch of people in my house. I wash clothes once a week. Anywho, you said Marlo does not belong on the show. Sis is too hood. Was Bob never around to give her a break, honey? Don't give me. I ain't gonna tell you what I know. Those two are the dumbest alliance in RHOA history. If I spent 40K, that may be why it took so long. Okay. Did you notice Marlo say she hoped the boys don't go in her room and steal something? Ooh, I didn't write that one down. Well, Marlo is from foster care, so she not used to, sharing her space, and maybe she, just assumed that, they're boys and they take things that don't belong to them sometimes. Some kids do that. Or, stealing is a tough word. They might borrow it and she not know it. He said to wash more than one load at a time because they piled up. I hope she got a washing machine. People like, Marlo ain't got no washing machine in her townhouse. I hope she got a washing machine. I'm sure she'll show it to you on Instagram one day. You have second embarrassment for them kids. Okay. He said, did I just my name West. I ain't in that mess. Okay. Anywho, let me continue. Okay, let me continue. Shereé had a pajama party, okay, to make herself feel better about some of the things that's been going on. Okay. Batum brought some coochie incense. Okay. But I don't know why that's what I wrote. Batum brought coochie incense. Kenya didn't wear actual PJs because she said they were hard to find. Okay, Kandi wore some Fashion Nova because I got that same outfit with the shorts and the top and the long jacket. Okay, I what else? Shereé had on one outfit, but Shereé had a wardrobe change because she came out with her MCM little pajamas on, and who was it that came? Oh, and Drew came wearing the same pajamas. I thought that was cute. I guess Drew borrowed hers, I guess, but I don't know. Maybe they both borrowed them. You said Marlo just don't care. Thank you, Superwoman. Lisa Wu was there. Okay. Who else was there? Let me see. Fatum claims that Drew went in on her for no reason. And I'm like, that's not true. Fatum, you were at the table. You didn't even know this lady, and you the one spilling Sheree's tea about the assistant coming to Shereé, telling Shereé that Drew's husband was gay or might be gay or whatever the case may be. Fatum, the one who leaked it or said it at the table. So she did not come at her for no reason. She's like, who was this woman talking about my husband? She don't even know me. And I can admit that Drew didn't hear exactly what she said, but the fact that she was talking about her husband was the reason why she popped off. Okay. But Fatum, I guess, is in her feelings about it. Now she don't like Drew either. And so I'm like, what is this beat up Drew year? Because clearly Drew is the punching bag for so many people. Sanya, Fatum, and whoever else. And so Fatum claims that because of that, she had a friend look into Drew and Ralph's background. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's going a little too far. That is going a little too far. She need to be going in. Look, and if she went into Drew and Ralph's background, she already pulled up Sheree's background. She knows Shereé was locked up years ago for stealing, for shoplifting at Saks Fifth Avenue. That's T. Y'all Google it. She know that Marlo got 50 mug shots and slashed that girl, and that girl committed suicide. She know that Kandi then allegedly slept with all of Atlanta and a few brothers and sisters, the twins, the jagged edge. She know that Lisa Wu is allegedly, has an alcohol problem. They say, I don't know. She know, I mean, if she didn't pull all that, I guess she know the tea on everybody. Okay. Fatum that came in and trying to read the girls. But she said she gonna target on Drew and Ralph. She said Drew and Ralph got all these aliases. And I'm like, how she know? And what are they hiding? Because they didn't change their name so many times. And I'm like, but Drew has a stage name. I'm sure Drew Sidora isn't her first and last name. I know Ralph's last name isn't Sidora. So, maybe that's her. I don't know. Who cares? What else, child? Kandi says Ralph is like Tommy. He ain't got no job. There go Kandi again, trying to speculate on what other people do and how other people make their money. People could speculate and say that Todd ain't got no job. Todd's job is being daddy daycare. But if anybody say anything about Todd, Kandi will be up in arms. So I don't think it's right. See, if Kandi was open and available to drag like everybody else, it wouldn't be a problem that she said that about Drew's husband. But since she is on this side of the fence, she can't do that. She can't do that. I'm sorry, she cannot. You said, what is Todd doing? Exactly. What is Ty doing? I know he used to be a producer. He developed shows and stuff, but from the where we said, it looked like he worked for you, Kandi. But moving on. Let me see what else I got in my notes. Oh, the girl we thought was Shay. We thought that girl was Shay Moore when we looked at the clip last time. It is somebody named Michelle, who is Sheree's friend. Sheree got a friend named Michelle. Ain't that irony? Irony is so ironic. Um, let me see. Drew and Sheree had on the same PJs, and then Sheree was telling her to take it off. I don't like that Kenya always calls somebody an animal. You know, she was calling Nene animals. She always does that. She talked to Tanya bad. She called Tanya a cunt. But she said the word. But now she calling Marlo a Sasquatch in a lace front. And you talk about reading. That ain't a read, girl. You calling this black woman an animal for the world to see. Anyway, I'm moving on from that. I'm gonna let y'all make y'all own assessment of that. They also had it wasn't strippers, but it was what was it? The naked men at the party. Kandi said she had nothing to do with it, but it was some naked men at the party, and they were supposed to draw the naked men. Okay. Lisa Wu was there. They called Lisa Wu Sheree's friend from back in the day. They were saying that the naked man was no bolo. So I guess his piece was not nude models. Thank you very much. I guess his piece wasn't as big as Bolo's, and they blurred it out. They even showed the naked men, so, honey. They showed it, but they blurred out his eggplant. Um. Anyway, during that session, Kandi and Marlo finally have a little one-on-one. Okay. Um. Marlo tells Kandi about her kicking the boys out, and Marlo says she told them to get the fuck out. That's what Marlo says. She says she's losing herself. She's stressed. She's drinking. She don't know what to do. She's just has so much stress. Her mental health is at issue. She was crying, and Kandi says she has sympathy for Marlo, but thinks she should have put her feelings to the side when she took the responsibility for her nephews. And we can all agree with that. It seems like they made up, but we all know Kandi hold grudges. Okay. We already know that Kandi hold grudges for years, child. Just like she made up with Portia, and then she was doing little slick stuff to Portia, but I'm moving on. Some of the things that I wrote towards the end was drunk Kenya, was talking about something. She fell out. I don't know. I was halfway watching it at that point. Y'all can, when I take calls, y'all can let me know what that was. Sheree's coochie cleanse, honey. Sheree was crouching over that coochie. Over the incense. Allegedly, it's supposed to free you of toxins and spirits and stuff. But Sheree, they was asking, was she shaved down there? Did she have a little hair? Did she have a lot of hair? And I don't know why we was talking about that either. I don't know. But Drew said that was witchcraft. Drew said she didn't want no parts of it. She didn't know what it was about. But meanwhile, she talking about witchcraft, but she's sitting over there trying to figure out who is the adversary that the prophet said. Now that could be a form of witchcraft as well, Drew. Marlo announces the next trip to the Blue Ridge Mountains. And we looking like Blue Ridge Mountains, child. We can't go nowhere more fabulous than the Blue Ridge Mountains. That's all I got for this week's episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I am going to take, let me see, I got 7 minutes. Okay. I will take a few calls. Y'all let me know what you think about the episode quickly, okay, so that I can get as many people as possible in these 7 minutes. Then I'm headed over to Patreon for the after show. Okay. Right. A road trip to the Blue Ridge Mountains. Okay. Tell us about BravoCon, child. What you want me to tell you? I am not promoting BravoCon. Lisa looks weird with the filters. I forgot to mention that. Lisa does look weird with the filters. We talked about that during the teaser review. I don't even know if she has fillers because Lisa been doing stuff. I don't know. Lisa was I just saw Lisa. Hold on. When did I see? Hold on. I'm going to show you. It wasn't that long ago. I just saw Lisa. Me and Sandra Rose went to this party. And I saw Lisa. Let me see. I don't know if the picture's still up. Oh, here it is right here. Let me see. I'll show you. I guess it was the year before that. It was before the panini, okay? And I saw Lisa, and she didn't look like that. Hold on. Where is me and Lisa? I don't see it. Oh, I don't see the picture of me and Lisa. It was on here. I guess she took it out. Oh, it was right there. She deleted it. It must have been too big. I had to find it. But yeah, it was this right here. It was October 2019, and she didn't look like that. I'm gonna have to find it. I'm gonna have to find it. Y'all can't find no dirt on Kandi. Hell, Kandi can't find no dirt on Kandi. Candy's boring as hell. Kandi has to talk about everybody else because she doesn't have a story. Why is she there? Exactly. Somebody said it was alcohol bloat. I don't know. Hey, Dolores, how you doing? Hello, hey Mickey.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, good. Um, oh God.
You got 2 minutes, Mickey.
Okay. Yeah, the episode was okay, I guess. I don't know, like this whole Tyrone situation, like a whole season of Tyrone.
Uh,
Like, really, Shereé? Like, I don't know. I'm over Tyrone. I'm sorry.
I know they are really pushing this Tyrone on us.
Yeah, and even like when she was doing the podcast with her daughter, clearly that was like a staged like, oh, did you see the headline like Tyrone? And then she's like, oh, he just wants to be on TV, whatever. It's like, girl, you know what you doing, Shereé. You ain't got no storyline. All you talk about is your house, Tyrone, and the imaginary joggers. Okay.
The imaginary joggers,
There
yeah.
is nothing you Shereé has no substance, like literally, like there's nothing else. Marlo, I feel like, and I listen, I love what she's doing, but I think she's exploiting the situation for a storyline. And it's not that, she doesn't love her nephews and she's really not taking care of them, but it's just, I don't know, I kicked them out and all of that. Like, I don't know. I think she's pushing it a little bit. She's
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think for Marlo, I don't know. It just seems like she doesn't take into consideration their feelings. Like they're teenagers. Can you
Yeah.
imagine being a teenager and having that kind of story about your life being put on display to everyone?
Yeah. It's a little bit too much. I think she could definitely control what she puts on the show, what she, keeps private, considering the fact that their mom has a real problem, and their mental health and everything. It's just a little bit too much.
Yeah.
It was refreshing to see Lisa Wu. She was a little bit turned at that party. That she
Lisa Wu
was
was
just like,
strong.
she was
She was
turned.
strong.
Kenya was drunk as hell. Kenya with that
Mhm.
wig. And Marlo was just like, yeah, finally you've accepted the fact that, you wear wigs. That was funny. But the episode in general, like, I don't know. I just like it has depreciated. Atlanta Housewives, the value has went down so much. Just
Yes, it's the Nene effect.
it's the Nene
Till they
effect.
do right by Nene leaks.
Till they do right by Nene Leaks. It's just like the Titanic. The
Right.
Titanic, and it is what it is. I don't know. I'm just not as invested as I once was.
Me either. Well, thank you, Nikki. Mickey, I appreciate you calling tonight.
Thank you, Michelle. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Hold on. Miss Fake New York.
Hey, wait, can you hear
Where,
me?
I can. Where have you been?
Listen, I've been here, I've been in the comments. I'm here like every episode.
I don't never
How you
see
doing?
you. I missed
What?
you.
I miss you too. Sometimes my comments they don't come through for whatever reason. I think there's an agenda against me. I think
No.
YouTube is trying to do to me with Bravo did to Nene. They're trying to
They kind
censor
of
me, and I'm
blacklist
not
you
okay
on
with
in
that.
the comment section.
Absolutely, it's racism.
Oh no. But they don't know
Yes.
if you're black or white. You orange.
Okay. That's
So,
true.
Miss New York,
Yes.
what do you think about what's been going on?
With everything in terms of like the episode.
Yeah, the episode, the Nene Leaks article, and all of that.
Yeah. So with the episode, I really do like the fact that this recent episode when they went to uh was it Mexico and they had lobsters tacos with stir fry. I thought that was incredible to see the girls uh uh what was it? Gina from Martin was there. Was it Oprah? Was she there? Was she like frying something with the pan with the soy sauce?
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Okay, girl, you know I ain't watched that show. Hell,
I froze up for a minute, so I missed what you said. And I came back. You talk about Oprah and some soy sauce.
yeah. Listen, I don't watch The Housewives ever since Nene left.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Okay.
so I totally made it up,
Well, that's respectable.
and I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too.
Yes.
Well, Miss Fake New York, it is
Uh-huh.
always such a pleasure to see you. I appreciate you.
Thank you. It's so good seeing you too. Wow, such an abrupt exit.
I
Okay.
mean, you can stay
Well,
if you want. I
of
mean,
course I want to stay.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Hey, Yolaka.
Hey, Michelle.
How
Hi,
you
Miss New
doing?
York.
Hey, whatever.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, how you gonna be
Hey,
so
Michelle. How are
rude?
you doing, Michelle?
I'm wonderful, Yolaka. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you. I'm surprised I'm actually up right now. But yeah, ATL Housewives. I actually missed the previous episode, but I caught up with this one because everyone was talking about how drunk Kenya was, and she was actually fun to watch or something. So I said, okay, I have to see what this is about. And I did find her quite funny. The Marlo situation, yeah, I just found it really distasteful that she put the kids on blast on national television like that. And it's a situation where I feel like it's such a sensitive situation when children are having to go through from having to not live with their mom and then living with their aunt and then being moved to another aunt. That's actually traumatizing. If anything, Marlo needs to have counseling or therapy with those children so that they can better understand their situation. So I feel like the way she's dealt with it, it's a very me type situation. The way you know what I mean? She's made it about herself and not about the kids, in my opinion. You
Right.
know, and her vying for the whole friendship with what's her face, Kandi and stuff like that. I don't believe that. To be honest, I just think it's very artificial. I don't understand why you keep saying, "Oh, you're not there for me. You're not there for me." In as much as I'm not a Kandi stan or fan, for that matter, I do see Candice's perspective where she feels. I don't know why Marlo keeps going on about us not being friends, when in fact she's actually not there for me either. So I'm not understanding. It's like you're constantly going to these people who are technically not your real life friends, right? They're technically not your real life friends, and you expect them to be there for you for something that's extremely personal, especially when it comes to raising, oh, be my village or whatever, you know, I want you guys to help me out with the kids. No, they're not your real life friends. Go to your real life friends, right, and seek proper advice or whatever that you can get from your real life friends. That way they can advise you accordingly, not according to what they feel the cameras are gonna, you know, make whoever look better. You know what I mean? It's just bizarre to me. It's just bizarre. You know, the way I see it, in as much as I really, you know, was hoping something amazing would turn out in terms of how the Housewives has, you know, evolved. I just kind of feel like they need to get rid of every single member of the cast and just start afresh. I just find it's not as interesting as it used to be. It's not organic anymore. The friendships are not organic, and that's why you have the annoying Sanya constantly going after Drew, and then you've got this other new woman.
About Sanya. It's nothing I can even talk to give
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't care. And like even with Kandi, like Kandi this season is kind of like a Cynthia. Even Cynthia had more drama. Like not even having drama, but Kandi is not even involved in the story. It's
Right.
almost like she's on the outside looking in, and she's just telling everybody what's going on.
It's not making sense to me anymore. It's not making sense to me, you know. And then this other woman that Shereé has brought, who, you know, did not know how to mind her own business and just inserted herself in Shereé and Drew's beef. I'm like, okay, so she came on and she's going off again on Drew, and I'm thinking, has she been smoking the same coochie smoke that she's trying to get the people to put out on their coochies? Like, what's going on with that? Do you know what I mean? It's like, and then Lisa Wu, I'm sorry, Lisa Wu was doing way too much, just like her face. Her and her face were both doing too much.
Yeah,
I didn't understand what was going on. I didn't understand. Like, I really liked Lisa Wu before. I'm not understanding
Lisa was
Lisa
looking
Wu.
for a moment.
And she was doing too much. It was just like, oh, for goodness sake, you know. Overall, I did feel, you know, the little slumber party thing was cute, but I didn't like the whole coochie thing, you know. And Kandi trying to compare, I think someone wrote on Twitter about, oh, they're doing the same thing, but, you know, this time, why is it that it's the same thing as the whole, what was it, vibrating panties or whatever? It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing, because guess what? Nobody was asking anybody's husband to vibrate anybody's underwear. So it's all women. They were having fun together, even if it's not to my taste still as well. But still, it was, I feel like the scenarios are completely different. You know, you have to know how to kind of like put your boundaries. Yeah, have boundaries. And I feel like for me, that's kind of like why I didn't even watch the episode that came after, because I was just really sickened by the whole lack of understanding of having empathy towards your friends when they say, look, I'm uncomfortable with this situation.
It's like she refuses to apologize or even acknowledge that, you know, Kenya was uncomfortable with the situation.
Right. Because I feel like if this was flipped, right, and it was a man, what would they have said about him? If this was a man saying, oh, you're being too stiff or you're being a prude or whatever, if that was a man, what would have happened to him in that situation?
Wait, who did you just call a man? Excuse me?
Miss New York. Oh, my days. Anyways, yeah, that's all I have to say, Michelle.
I appreciate you, Laka. I'll see you over on Patreon. Thank you.
All right, Michelle. Speak to you later. Bye.
Right, bye. Miss New York, where'd you go?
Listen, for some reason my end wasn't popping up, and I didn't like that. So I had to go down, refresh, recalibrate my booty hole, and it works.
Well, I saw your M, Miss New York.
Oh.
Hey, Mark.
See it.
Hey, I don't know. I'm doing good. How are you, Michelle?
I'm good.
So I don't know what's going on. I just called to say hi to Miss New York.
Oh, well, excuse me then.
I'm sorry. I've never met her, so I thought I'd say hi.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Hey, New York. I've been watching you for like, huh?
Wait, I'm sorry. What did you say to me?
Oh, I said I've been watching you for like 2 years. I've always wanted to talk to you. Yeah.
How creepy. So you're watching me in the dark?
Whoa. No.
Well, can you turn on the light a little bit? I mean, because I don't like the fact that you're saying that you're watching me and you're literally hiding in the shadows. I don't like this.
I mean,
we see you.
No, I love you, Miss New York. I mean, I'm a big fan. That's what I mean.
I love you too. Thank you so much.
That's all I had. I know you got to go. I'll talk to you later.
Mark. I appreciate you calling.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
Mark is so gorgeous. Wasn't he sexy?
Okay. Yes.
I think you should totally
draw
love
all
him.
the men to the yard, Miss New York. The heist. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing, Michelle?
Good. You said I can't barely hear you.
I'm a little under the weather. I'm sorry. You hear me now?
Yes, that's better.
Okay.
Wait.
I just wanted to make a comment about Kandi's
But the
post.
the plaque and the tartar. What about that? What about commenting on that?
New York. Let's listen to that. I'm very close to the camera though, but that's okay.
Oh, okay.
That's all right. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Her speak on it post about Sheree's house and everything like that. I have never seen her hate so much. What is going on with her?
I said the same thing. When I said she was jealous, people like why would she be jealous of Shereé? I'm not saying that she's jealous of Shereé. I'm like she's envious. It's almost like Shereé
Exactly,
can do all of
exactly.
that and not have a job to speak of. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even team Shereé, but Kandi, got to break her neck, got to be on 15 shows and do the
Exactly.
housewives and run around and you know what I'm saying? She
And you
probably
know,
tired.
I commented on her post and she blocked me. I'm like, little old me? Oh, she blocked
Ooh,
me.
she blocked you.
Well, what
Because
did you comment?
the only thing I said was no matter how much money you have, you can't buy style. And you know, her house looks like a plantation. I always have a issue with her house. It looks like a plantation to me.
Oh gosh.
Can we see your home?
Miss New York, if you can come down south, you can.
No, but you have a camera that's fully working. I mean, it appears to be HD. I saw the plaque and the tartar very clearly.
Oh
I
my
just want to
God.
see your home.
New York,
If you
stop
can do
reading.
that.
We trying to get the tea.
Oh God.
I love Miss New York.
Okay. They said done one blocked you.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, I do think I think it's like a sort of envy. Like she sees people with things that are nicer than hers, and she feels like she's the one who's making all the money and everything, and she feels like she should have that, or no one should have anything that's better than hers. Because remember
Exactly.
when about Nene's house and how she was about Nene's closet and stuff, and she wanted to go in there, and Nene was saying no or whatever. It's like, Kandi, let's see your closet. Where have they
That's
filmed
right.
it?
That's right.
We saw her closet.
I had forgot about that. She definitely did that.
Yes, she's done several things. Then remember, she brought up Ralph. How does Ralph make his money? And he's like Tommy. He ain't got no job. But what about
What
Todd?
about Todd?
So my thing is I don't know. The self awareness is lacking. I don't know if she's doing this just to do it, but to me, it's like she's always shown a bit of envy in people.
Plaque and
And
tartar.
people are trying to say too that she get it from Mama Joyce, because remember when she bought Mama Joyce a house and Mama Joyce didn't like it because her house wasn't as big as Kandi's. So maybe it runs in her family. I don't know.
She need to get it together. I think this is her last season, though, because I mean she's just a waste.
Oh, and let's not forget she asked Marlo about her money too. When Marlo first came on the show and she was on Candy Coated Nights, Kandi asked her, she was like, you wear all this designer clothes and stuff. Where do you get your money? And she said, God. You remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So yeah, Kandi always asking people how they get their money.
Plaque and tartar.
But anywho, well, I appreciate you, the heist.
All right, Michelle, you have a blessed night, okay?
Thank you. You too.
All right.
Bye. Miss New York, if you were gonna be my co-host, you need to be kinder to my guests.
I love him. He's amazing.
He really was, and he gave us some tea about Kandi a little bit.
Yeah,
Hey,
plaque and
Monique.
tartar.
Hey,
How you doing?
no, you did.
What'd I do?
I'm over here laughing at the show, and then listen, you done plug me.
You all right, Monique?
Girl,
Okay.
between this patrol and your co-host, I'm living. I am living. I'm from Arkansas. I need you to know that I am living right now. Lord help me, Jesus.
Well, I'm glad to make you laugh. You making me laugh now. I need me some
And the
Patron too.
co-host. Shout out to the co-host as well. Y'all
Yes,
doing it
Miss
tonight.
New York.
New York is New York. Yes. And Arkansas is in the building.
Oh, wait a second. I love your. I saw something glisten. Is that a gold piece there?
Yes.
Monique.
Yes.
Can I see it? Wait a second.
New York is too much. You know, y'all is not gonna do this.
Monique, come on. Let's see.
Monique, don't do it, Monique.
No, ma'am, honey. You read everybody.
I should have, Michelle, this would have been wonderful if this was glass number 1, but this is glass number 3.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I
I
would
see it.
not be her Kenya for tonight. No, ma'am.
But it's giving.
No, ma'am.
It's a duplicate of the last gentleman that was up here. This too appears to be Clack and Tartar. But it has a gold cap.
you pulling everybody out the closet, out the dark.
Well, I would say that she presents her Plaque and Tartar a little more elegantly upscale because she has the gold cap.
Upscale Plaque and Tartar. Okay.
Well, she has the gold cap there, so it sort of enhances it. Nice. We love that.
You got your initial on it. Monique, you got an M.
I have no comments at the moment. I just want to be quiet.
I'm giving him an M right now.
Oh, Lord.
Well, we appreciate you, Monique.
Already.
Well, you ain't gonna tell me nothing about the show. You just came on laughing.
I didn't have too many drinks laughing at y'all. Okay, but here is the tea though. So when I watched the show, what gave me life was the whole little dinner thing. When they was all sitting at the table, right? And the Reed went to Kenya, and then when Kenya called herself like performing and fell on the floor, like she fell on the floor because she was a little intoxicated or she was trying to be extra.
I think she was trying to be extra, but people saying it was drunk Kenya.
That's what I want to tell you is that I am confused. Was she, being Kenya, or was she just, one too many drinks?
I think she was just being Kenya.
Okay, thank you. You clarified something.
You think she was sloppy drunk?
But being sloppy drunk isn't a Kenya thing. That's not really who she represents, more so than she's good with the shade, but she's not good at taking any.
Okay. She is.
So to me, it's like when the attention hit her in a way that she don't want it, she just do the utmost and she just hit the flow, to me, and I just bust out laughing. I know this wrong, but when I was watching the show and she hit the flow, I just got on up and fixed me another drink.
I need you one too.
I'm like, shit, if she can be extra, I can too.
Okay. Well, Monique, I gotta head over to my Patreon before the people get violent. Okay, but I appreciate you for calling in tonight.
Yes. Y'all have a good night.
All right, too.
Bye-bye.
Miss Fake New York.
Yes.
Coming over to Patreon with me.
Right now?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna be there. You don't never be there. I'll be looking for you.
No, I'm coming because sometimes I'm there, but I'm like literally like at work sometimes.
Okay.
I work from home, for the most part. I'm an entrepreneur. So yeah, but absolutely.
Out this voice of yours, huh?
Well, I have different, skill sets, if you will.
Can you school me? I need to make some money.
Girl, you got all the money. Hell, you the one with the properties and the social media influencer. Yes, your bag is way bigger than mine, honey.
I don't got all that, but I'm working on.
Yes. So, are you headed over there right now?
Yep, right now. In about 6 minutes, I'm gonna be there by midnight.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna be there.
All right. Well, thank you.
Love you, Michelle. You look so beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. Love you too. Your M is beautiful.
Thank you.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, I'll see you in a minute.
Shout out to Miss Fake New York, one of our day one trolls. We love her. We love her around here. Okay. If you are not a member of my Patreon, I would suggest you go and subscribe to the $5 tier. We are headed over there to do and continue our little after show. Okay. I had promised my Patreon that I wasn't going to take calls and stuff, but I had seen Miss Fake New York and them back there, so I wanted to take a few because I was like, let me stay on for at least an hour, okay? And now I done made it an hour and 20 minutes, okay? You said, what are the topics over on Patreon? We're just gonna continue what we talked about here, and some other little tidbits about some of the behind the scenes housewives stuff, okay? So head on over there. You ready? Try love, okay? It's patreon.com. iamATLien. The link should be in the description box below. Like this video, please, and subscribe. Shout out to my Facebook again. Facebook, you can find the Patreon to patreon.com. iamATLien. It's really pretty easy. It seems like it's difficult, but it's really pretty easy. The only thing I do is download the Patreon app and subscribe, and you choose whatever tier you want to join. There are different tiers, and it'll explain what you get in all the different tiers. There's the link. Princess AG just posted it in the chat. It is Patreon. Let me put it for Facebook. Patreon.com. iamATLien. There it is. And so I'm headed over there. And yeah, y'all get me to at least 500 likes. Y'all haven't liked my post yet. Okay. Y'all have not liked this post. Anywho, we talked about a lot of things today. We talked about Nene leaks, okay, and the article that people are writing saying that she deserves grace. So clearly, people are paying attention. We also talked about the ratings. This week's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta only got 900 and some number 924, I believe it was, 1,000 people watched. It's like they can't hit a milli for nothing. They only hit a milli one episode, and that was the episode where Shereé got stood up in Philadelphia. And I'm sure they'll get one whenever she has Tyrone back on there. And we talked about the show and how Kandi is tripping. I don't know. I feel like Kandi is only doing this talking about everybody else's problems because she ain't got no problems, but that's neither here nor there. Like this video, please, and thank you. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Good night. I always forget to put my little music on. I could have put my music on while I was talking to y'all. See,
Get
look,
ready,
I
because
always
you about to
forget.
be an ATLien.
I'm out of here. I love my little song. I love my little song. Hey.
ATLien.
All right, I'm out.